Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you my recipe for my salmon fillets with a cool cucumber creamy sauce. It is so good, yet so easy and simple. You can get this thing on the table in about 10 minutes, which is fantastic for busy weeknights. The ingredients you'll need are few and very basic, simple ones, but together they're like phenomenal. We're going to start off with some salmon fillets. I have two about 6-ounce salmon fillets. Then you'll need got some Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, some whole grain mustard, a little bit of granulated garlic, some lemon, cucumber, dill, fresh garlic, some chives, salt and pepper, and a little olive oil. And that's it. The first thing you want to do is get your oven preheated to 475. Now I'm going to roast my salmon fillets, but you can also grill them or just pan sear them. It's up to you. I'm just going to pop them into the oven because it's really easy. I just drizzled a little bit of olive oil at the bottom of my pan so that nothing sticks, and I'm just drizzling a little more olive oil on the very top, and then just seasoning these raw with salt and pepper. You could add any seasoning that you wanted on this, but I feel like I want the flavor of the fish to really be the star, because that cucumber creamy sauce, although it has got a lot of really great flavors, it's not too overpowering. I want the fish to really stand out and taste like it's supposed to, and we're going to roast this beautifully. I'm going to pop this into my oven that's been preheated at 475, and I'm going to leave it in there for about 10 to 12 minutes or until it's just fully cooked through, and then we'll get going on making our sauce. Now, to make this is really easy to make the sauce. I'm just going to zest about the zest of a half of a lemon in here. I want this to be light. I wanted to have a little tang from the lemon, but it also has quite a tang from the Greek yogurt. And I'm just going to take my little, you see all the zest sort of like piles up at the back of my little zester. So shake it out. And now I want the juice of half of a lemon. I don't want the juice of a whole lemon because otherwise it's going to be too lemony and too runny. But half will be perfect. And you could also, by the way, you could also use Dijon mustard if you didn't want to use whole grain mustard, but the little pieces of whole grain mustard like sort of running through and as you bite into them sort of burst a little bit is fantastic. I'm just taking my cucumber. This is like called a seedless cucumber. There's still a little bit of seeds in there, which I want to remove, and you could use a spoon to do that, or you can do what I do is sort of go in V and remove some of the seeds. You don't have to remove all of them, just a little bit, because it tends to make the sauce watery. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to really finely chop my cucumber. You could grate it if you want to, but when you grate it, I feel like you sort of lose the texture. And what I want here is for that cold cucumber to really pop and burst. So what I'll do instead is finely chop it like so. And now I'm just finally chopping some chives. You could also use scallions if you wanted to, but again, I don't want anything to be too overpowering. I want that sort of cool, cold cucumber. I want to taste a little bit of the lemon. I want a light onion taste from the chives, and then I want some dill. Salmon and dill are a match made in heaven, so I'm going to just give this a really good chop. If you don't like dill, you can omit it, but I will say this. It kind of makes the sauce. I feel like dill and creaminess and salmon just go together hand in hand. But if you don't like it, which I know not a lot of people do, just use a little fresh parsley for just that little bit of freshness. And lastly, I'm just finally chopping up some garlic, which you know I need in my life with pretty much anything I eat that's savory. I probably would even eat it with dessert. I need a little bit of garlic. And 1 clove does go a long way. And you could definitely double the amounts for everything to make more sauce if you wanted to. But I think this is plenty for 2 fillets of salmon. A good pinch of salt and a good grating of black pepper. And you don't have to serve this just with salmon. You could serve this on any other fish. Some seared halibut or a cod would be lovely, or some tilapia, or you can even serve this on chicken. It's just delicious with just about anything. And now just give it all a really good stir. My salmon was in the oven for 10 minutes and it looks incredible. And now look at this. Just have to show you why I serve this upside down. You feel, look at that. Look at that gorgeous crust. If you look to the side, look at this gorgeousness. Can you hear the crackling? Oh, and that's why I always serve it upside down, so that crackling, so that gorgeous skin stays nice and crispy. And now I want to serve it with just a dollop of that cool cucumber sauce. Rip me off a piece of that. And I've got some quinoa alongside. I totally forgot to mention that. I got too excited for the salmon. This looks magnificent. The salmon is just flaking apart. I got my salmon. I've got the little crispy bits. I've got my cool sauce. Oh, if you look close, if you look really close, you can see how crispy and thin that skin is. You know what? I want to quit, but not really. I'm going to break this up so you can see how flaky the fish is. You clearly wouldn't want to do that, but look at this. Look how perfectly flaky this fish is. It's just cooked through. It was in the oven for about 10 minutes. It is the epitome of perfection. And that cool cucumber sauce, it's cool, it's refreshing, it's got lovely, delicate flavors. They are a match made in food heaven. Hop on all over to laurainthekitchen.com to get this recipe recreated, and make sure you share a picture with me on social media. I love seeing your recreations. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.